What's going on, everybody? It's Rich with Rich of Wall Street, back with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about the CPI data that was just released today. I know the markets have been really watching out for that one. On top of that, we're going to talk about our strategies for AMC and CLOV and see where those still stand, and then we're going to go over the watch list that was given to the premium members in our Discord last night. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to go over to the news and check out the S&P 500's news, obviously, because that's the market, just generically the biggest fund for the market, right? So you got 4.7 estimations for this year's year-over-year CPI data, and it actually came in as 5%. So it's a slight increase, which if you don't know how CPI data works, if the CPI data goes up, so higher percentage, that means that inflation is occurring. And then if the CPI data is going down, that means deflation is occurring. So it was slightly higher, but as you can see, the market actually reacted really well to it. The S&P 500 ended up hitting new all-time highs, and it's up about 0.5% as of now at an hour after market open, so that's not too bad. Now we're going to get into our AMC play. Let me just look that up. So we got AMC. You can see it's starting to consolidate on this line right here. I was hoping it was going to be blown up, so to speak. I was hoping that short squeeze was going to come a lot sooner by the end of this week or into next week, but it looks like it's not going to. Over the past 48 hours, we've been having a lot of news breaking out regarding Citadel. If you don't know what Citadel is, it's a hedge fund that apparently, it's a huge hedge fund that has its hands dipped in every aspect of trading that happens behind the scenes. So such as just like the SEC, when it comes to clearance firms, when it comes to any kind of data that's being transmitted between the SEC, the clearance firms, these brokerages. I guess Citadel has their hands in all of that, and there's a lawsuit going on that news just broke out on it, saying that there's a huge class action lawsuit against them, some other portions of the SEC, and I think they said like the DTSS, and you can look up all that online. I'm sure you'll find plenty of videos on that. But again, I don't really get into technical analysis too much, or into a fundamental analysis too much. I typically just stick to technical analysis. And so what I see forming is still, it's an ascending triangle breakout, right? So you have it right around here. You can see that, but more than likely this is probably going to consolidate for a little bit. I would give it another 3 to 4 weeks to consolidate, and then it's going to run up. This is exactly why we did not buy options for AMC. We bought shares, just because when you get a stock that's this volatile, that moves up this much, from $9 a month ago, 2 weeks ago, from $9 up to $72, generally you don't want to play options on something like that, because you'll get IV crushed, which is the implied volatility, just saying that once the volatility goes away, or once there's less and less volume, your contracts are just going to plummet. And so even though this is up, let's see right here. So even though this is up almost 1%, your contracts are down 20%, just because the IV crush is so insane. So we got shares. We're good. We're in here for the long term. We're not too worried about that. I still have faith in it. I still think AMC is going to end up running a decent amount. And so it's just a matter of time. And we just have to wait on it, really. So now we'll get into our CLOV play, because that was another one that we talked about. So CLOV, what we were expecting was, or what we were hoping was, that it would follow the trend of the most recent surges in the stock market, right? So we were hoping that it would do a mid-candle breakout, which it did, came way up here. And we were hoping that it would come back down to the midway point at around $20, anywhere from $19 to $21 in that range. It did not, and ended up closing well below, almost back at the initial support level. So what we're looking at now is we're looking at another support level right here. If this manages to close below the support level, then this is now going to be a resistance, and we can see this fill in the gap all the way back down to about $12. If this ends up closing above, then it'd be safe to assume that this would be a decent price to buy in at, and expect a consolidation just like AMC before it runs back up. And I don't know if it'll test the $30 mark again. Really, this is about a $20 to $23 stock when it comes to price-wise per share. But I mean, to each their own. Whatever your plan is going to be. Again, this channel is just to help give insight and some kind of educational thesis behind the trades that are being made, right? This is not, no one with Rich of Wall Street is a CPA or giving financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only. And so that's why we're looking at it. And you can see AMC is actually dropping down now. It's going to go negative 0.5%. Yep. And so now we're at negative almost 0.7%. That's quite the change. What's the SPY doing? Yeah, SPY's down below 0.5% now. Well, anyway, so those are the plays. The AMC play is now down 1%. Woof. Jesus. So that's down. CLOV is down. Now we're going to get into the watch list. I just want to make these videos short, sweet, straight to the point for you guys. I'm not wasting too much of your time. So we have NUE was the first one I called out last night. And if you're looking at it, so we got NUE right here. I already drew my support and resistance lines. You can see that it's making higher lows and it's also making higher highs. And right now it's starting to make higher lows as well as lower highs in the short term. And so we can see that it's going to bounce in between this triangle. If it breaks below, then we might have to see it go to the support level right here. If it doesn't break below and it ends up staying in, we can expect a breakout next week, assuming Tuesday or Wednesday. So I already hopped in on here. I bought some call options for next week. I got them for 114. Oops, sorry, that's not next week. This is next week. So I got them for 114, and I got them for 90 cents per contract. Right now the mid price is going for about 62. I'm not too worried about it. I still have a whole another week, and I do trade short-term options very often. So good at managing my risk with those. So we'll see what happens. I'm just expecting this to run out or to break out, and that's the whole thesis behind putting this in my watch list. This is what caught my eye. Now we're going to go to AZN. AZN was a great call out. It was just gapped up today. You can see that it kind of formed this U-shaped pattern. I caught on to that, and I was actually expecting this to be a cup and handle. So I was expecting today and tomorrow to kind of just, go down a little bit before running back up and breaking through, but it just gapped up today, and it's been up ever since. So now we have this channel between this last resistance level. Now it's going to act as our support. So I can see this stock consolidating at around $58 roughly. And then once it hits back down at $58, we're going to see a nice little channel move up towards the $65 mark. With this one, you can either do long-term options. I would probably, personally for myself, I'd probably do maybe 3 months out, 2 to 3 months out probably. And then if you want to just do shares, you can do shares as well, because that's a nice move up from 58 up to around 65. We're looking at like a $7 increase right there, right? When we go to BMY, the third one on our watch list, BMY, boom, Bristol Myers. As you can see, just by looking at this before drawing anything, you can see a nice channel, but I'll draw it out just so you can see it. So we have a nice channel forming here, where we have a support, and then we have a nice resistance channel, or nice resistance right here, and these two form a channel, which looks like it's forming a wedge. And so what I saw for this one was, okay, we have the main channel, that looks great. We also have a short-term channel, right? So if we go here, and we just look right around here, you can see that we're making higher lows in the short term. And most recently, we just touched down on the support level again. So touching down the support level, we can see that we still have a relatively good amount of distance before we get to the resistance. I saw it break above the 50-day moving average and assumed, okay, well, let's just get into price action. If it can break the high from yesterday, which it did, then we'll buy in, and it did. So now, had you gotten in this morning, right when market open, you'd be up a good amount, around roughly 2.5%, just from the point where we said to get in. We said to get in at $65.66, and it opened at $65.61. So you would have seen this break the point, and you would have entered. So we'll go down to the last one, which is EXAS. EXAS, it's kind of in a downtrend channel right now. I saw that it was moving its way up towards that resistance level, but yesterday was the day that it finally passed above the 50-day moving average. So I can see it continuing in an upward trend towards this resistance level. I did expect it to be a quick scalp, just a quick hop in and hop out. These contracts are still up a good amount for this week. Wow, 50%. Look at this, 121 strike price for next week. It's going for 179% increase from prior. So On the watch list, we said we're going to get the 125 calls for next week. And earlier, those were up a good amount, but they're not anymore. And so just whenever you get these call outs from our watch list, you kind of want to hop on those right when the break price is. So if I'm saying, hey, hop in on Dell on the break of 103.90, as soon as that stock hits 103.90, you buy in, right? Take 20% profit. I don't want to say 100% of the time, but 99% of the time, all the plays that we do end up making 20% profit within the first 2 days. 3 days is what we hold our positions max when it comes to options. But generally, if you know how to trade options, you'll know what to do. You just immediately buy in on that break-even price when I say whatever the option contract price is. You buy that option chain, you get in, and then you automatically set your 20% sell limit, and then you're done. But that's the video for today. I just wanted to go over the CPI data very briefly. I wanted to go over the strategies for our AMC play and our CLOV play. And you can see now AMC is actually negative 2%, which, I mean, it's not terrible. I'm not really worried about it. Again, we got shares. We don't get options for something as volatile as this. But in the meantime, that was what this video was for. It was just to go over that as well as the watch list from last night. A lot of people don't have access to the watch list, so people were asking me what comes with the premium membership in our Discord, and that's exactly what it is. With the premium membership, I'll just show you briefly. You'll get premium access to my watch list. I generally do the watch list every night. You'll get the plays. It's just what I enter, my entries and exits. You'll get the admin ideas where the team and I kind of talk about certain things. You'll get the portfolio challenges. So when we do the portfolio challenges, the last one we did, we turned $1,000 into $130,000, and that was in a matter of 4 weeks. And we didn't take a single loss that entire month. So we're proud about that one, but now that was on a separate Discord server. Now this is going to be our permanent one, and so we'll get that going here soon. There's also the team chat where we'll be discussing a bunch of different things, just like so. Talking about CPI data, other things like that. Give newer traders some kind of insight. So if you want to be a part of that, the link is in the description at the bottom. All you have to do is join that Discord server. You can join the server for free, and you'll get access to, how to read the call outs, the general chat where everybody can talk, profits and losses where everybody posts their profits and their losses. And so far, all profits, right? But then again, who wants to post their losses? Only the bold will. Options chat. We got crypto, Forex, short-term ideas, long-term ideas, the Sunday watch list, the weekly plays. That's all coming with the free service. If you do join our Discord, again, link's going to be in the bottom. Once you do join it, if you feel as though you want to get access to the premium access, you can upgrade. It's $30, but we're giving away the first week for free, so the first 5 days. So whenever you do, if you do decide to upgrade, when you upgrade, make sure you click on the upgrade when it's on a Sunday, so that way you can get the full trading week as a just a free trial, so to speak, right? After that 5 days, that's when it'll start charging the $30 a month. And yes, it's our business, so I'm kind of inclined and biased to say this, but if you ask me, it's kind of worth it, mainly because you're going to be making more than the $30 within a month if you're listening to all the call outs exactly how they are, right? So that's the video for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions on how we should improve or how I should improve the videos that I'm making, if you want to see specific material such as me going over like stock basics or stock 101 information, if you want me to cover specific stocks, if you want me to do videos where I go through a whole watch list on Sundays and do a Sunday night watch list going over with you guys, just let me know. Leave some comments in the bottom, because otherwise how else am I going to get that feedback, right? If you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, I understand. Just again, leave a comment so I can kind of fix what needs to be fixed. And if you can refrain from using the thumbs down button, that'd be preferred. But again, you'll do what you got to do. Without anything else, I just want to say thank you guys for watching these videos, And I look forward to seeing the comments, looking at the new subscriptions, and best of luck with all your trades, guys.